Okay, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to wrap up customary units, US customary units with conversion. So a couple of examples of converting from one rate to another rate measure. Okay, so let's take the first one. So we want to convert 8 pints per minute to quarts per minute. Okay, so these are, again, this is a rate measure. We want to go from pints per minute to quarts per minute. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to write this as 8 over 1. And we want pints, we have pints over minute. Okay, so we could say 8 pints per minute. Now, what is my goal? I want to get to quarts per minute. So I have to multiply by something here that's going to end up giving me quarts per minute. So let's do some dimensional analysis. Okay. So I've got pints per minute and I want to get quarts per minute. So I need to get rid of the pints. So in order to get rid of the pints, I need pints down here. So I need a unit ratio that involves pints and quarts because I need quarts on the top. So I need pints on the bottom to cancel with pints here. So I need a conversion between pints and quarts. And so the unit ratio is going to be what? For every what? 1 quart, there are 2 pints. Okay? And so there's our unit ratio. And so now, when I multiply across, pints are going to cancel with pints, and I'm going to end up with quarts on top and minutes on the bottom. So multiply across, and I get 8, and I multiply across the bottom, I get 2, and so I end up with 4 quarts per minute. So 8 pints per minute, is the same as 4 quarts per minute. Okay? So now, what about this one? Here we want to change from 60 miles per hour to feet per second. So now, we have to understand, what does this mean? This is miles per hour. So this is miles over hours. So we start by writing 60 miles per hour like so, and of course I'm going to put the 60 over 1, right? Now, again, the goal is we want to get to feet per second. So now miles needs to change to feet, and hours needs to change to seconds. So in this case, we're going to end up having to do 2 unit ratios. Okay? So let's start with the miles. What is a relationship, right? So we need to get rid of miles. So we need miles on top and miles on the bottom, and we need feet on top, right? So we can cancel with the miles, and then we end up with feet on top. And then also we need to get rid of the hours. So we need to multiply by another unit ratio that involves hours, but this time we want to cancel the hours on the bottom, so we need hours on top. And then we want seconds on the bottom, so we're going to need seconds here. And so if that's true, then look, hours will cancel with hours here, and miles will cancel with miles here, and we end up with seconds, we end up with feet over seconds. So we just need the conversion ratio. So all we need to know is how many feet are in 1 mile. Well, that's going to be 5,280. Okay, so there's 1 unit ratio. And then we need to know how many seconds are in an hour? Well, how many seconds are in an hour? Well, if you don't know, it's 3,600 seconds, right? But what if you don't know? What if you don't know? Well, then maybe we have to do this a little bit farther, right? Now, if you know that there's 3,600 seconds in an hour, then you're fine. But let's say we want to go from hours to seconds. Well, what if I don't know how many seconds off the top of my head are in an hour? But I do know that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So what I can do is I can use another conversion factor and say, okay, well, I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay? And so now, I've got miles here. Miles will cancel with miles here. Okay? Hours are going to cancel with hours here. So I've got feet on the top, which is what I need, but I've got minutes on here. So I'm going to have to add another unit ratio that involves minutes. So I need minutes on the top to cancel with the minutes on the bottom, and I need seconds on the bottom. So again, what's a unit ratio that relates minutes to seconds? Well, I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. And so now these minutes cancel. And now look at the units. The only unit that has not canceled is feet. The only units on the bottom that have not been canceled out are seconds. So if I multiply across the top, I'm going to get feet. And if I multiply across the bottom, I'm going to get seconds. So now that's what I'm going to do. So I get 60 times 5,280 divided by 60 times 60. And the units are feet over seconds. And so now all I have to do is reduce this. Well, this 60 divides into that 60, so those divide to 1. Okay? And then this 0 cancels with that 0. So I get 528 over 6. Okay? And of course I can divide the top and the bottom by 2, which gives me 250, 264. So I get 264 over 3. And it's also divisible by 3. 264 is divisible by 3. Remember your divisibility rules. The digits add up to 12. So that's divisible by 3. So then what do we get? We get 86. So this is equivalent to 86 feet per second. Okay, let me just double check my math just to make sure. Oh, hold on, I messed up. Is that right? Hold on. 250, 260, 264. That's right. Divided by 3. Oh, I think I divided. Hold on. Oh, this is 88. Yep. Because this is 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay, so 88 feet per second, sorry. So just a little calculation here. So it's 88 feet per second. And that's it. So I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.